Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your general read for June 2021. Of course, that's when it's stamped. That's not necessarily when it's going to resonate. Also, always, always, always multifaceted messages. Feel free to come back and watch this at a later date, and it's likely going to resonate with you in a completely different way. And I also urge you to check out your other signs as they continue to be loaded. Cancer, for you, so strongly. Remember, energy is fluid. Time is an illusion. This could definitely be the energy of someone that you're connecting with. I'm reading from the perspective of Cancer because this is the Cancer reading, baby. But for you, Cancer, I love this. It's like, I don't know what you're going through, Cancer, but I feel like it's life changing, okay? And I'm hearing you. It's like, no, you know what? Maybe I'm lost sometimes. Maybe I don't know exactly where I'm going, but at least I'm going. One foot in front of the other. I'm getting there, okay? I know what I want. I know maybe I can't have it all, okay? But at least I'm somewhat optimistic. And it's okay that sometimes I'm a little lost and sometimes I get in my head, okay? That's fine. I'm still going forward. At the end of the day, it's a new day tomorrow, right? I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to wash this away. And yeah, I don't even know. I don't know. And I'm okay with that. I'm hearing. I'm okay with that. Cancer, I'm seeing you, like, no matter what hits you, like, I'm seeing these pieces being rearranged. It's like this blueprint, kind of like this model figure of a town. And someone here they're rearranging, like, okay, let me see what the house looks like over here. Yeah, I don't really like that. What would a park look like over here? Okay, I'm digging that. Let's put a pool over here. Let's put some shopping malls over here. Yeah, actually take that, like, no, I don't want the shopping malls here. Let's not have shopping malls at all. We're going to put those on the outskirts of town. Okay, so this is very, it's a planning method, right? It's sort of this brainstorm period. But I'm hearing we go forward each day. It's okay. Two of Swords. This is, I feel like something's been planned out for you, or you're going along with the plan possibly. There's a newness involved here. There is something, I feel like there's something that's not necessarily ideal for you, Cancer, but you're doing it anyways. It's like every day possibly is a fight. I feel, Cancer, like you're possibly psyching yourself out to do certain things. This could definitely have something to do with obtaining a degree, or even starting a new job. And it's like, I'm seeing someone, like, they keep moving around. It's like, damn, I just got this and now I have to move it over here. I just got approved for this and now I have to move it over here. I just got the job over here. Now I'm being transferred over here. I just got this relationship and now I've got to go, like, it's just, it's all up in the air. But I'm seeing you in this sort of magician energy, Cancer, where, like, you are maneuvering these things in the air. You're swiping back and forth, like, in a certain way, Cancer. In other words, right? In a certain way, you have no control of the cards that sit before you. And yet you do. Somehow, Cancer, you're still finding a way to energetically move and remove and bring in and get through and go forward, okay? Very strong, Cancer. You're coming through so strong. It's like 100 things. Look at that. Look at that. Leo and Scorpio energy coming through for you so strong, so transformative, and so powerful. It's like if there was ever a million things that would come at you at once to knock you down and make sure you stayed down, here's where it's at. And yet they can't knock you down. You're like one of those inflatable sandbags, you know, that you get for your kid that they hit and it just pops right back up, and it just pops right back up. That's you, Cancer. I love this energy for you. I love this energy for you. You're building, Cancer. You're building a relationship, okay? You could be really trying hard to put away bad behaviors. Cancer, I feel like there's quite a few things that you've realized about yourself that are not necessarily the greatest, let's say, traits to have, okay? But what's so beautiful about it is that you are 100% willing to change these things, to start over with a new life, a new person. It's Cancer. There's so much that you've learned from a previous job, a previous relationship, a previous, even some of you, a whole country, right? There's something that you've learned that I mean, these are seriously hard lessons, Cancer. So let's not downplay what Cancer has been through here, okay? Because I mean, this is amazing, okay? I mean, you're going to talk about the school of hard knocks, right? But there's so much that you've learned. There's so much failure, let's say, as you feel it or as you felt it in the past. Here's another thing, right? It's not feeling so much like failure anymore. It's feeling like experience and lessons. And what a beautiful way to look at it, because I feel strongly, Cancer, that you've been through a lot, and you're not necessarily looking at it like, oh, I fucked up again, or I failed again, or I failed them again, or just another bad relationship, or just another job I got fired from, or another thing I couldn't commit to, or another thing that got ripped away from me, another thing I tried. It's no. That's how I'm seeing you used to feel. You don't feel that way anymore. Something, Cancer, here, someone has given you some sort of newfound confidence. And it could even, yes, definitely be you or some spiritual awakening even, right? This transformation that you're going through is beautiful. It's hard. But it's beautiful. And I'm seeing you're coming out of it and you're coming through it even. Like you're working your way through it and you're becoming a better person for it, Cancer. You're building. You haven't got it all figured out yet. It's okay. It's definitely okay. And I feel like you feel like it's going to be okay. Someone here, Cancer, has really connected back with spirit. Someone's put a lot of faith back in their God, their universe, their... and maybe, right, it must, and they're telling me, like, it must have come to a point for you where you realize it was too much for you and your carnal mind and being to control. So it's this way of faith. It's like when they say, you got to give it up to God. It's kind of that energy. Like you've got somebody here has just not given up, but given up the restriction of how even this can be handled. Okay. Cancer, I feel like you're so heavily committed to your transformation to this next space and even yourself, your evolution. Whether you know it or not, Cancer, you're on your way to something, and it's... Some of you can't even see that you're on a path to true happiness because something has been so disgustingly painful in an ending. And others of you thought that you would never get some sort of weight off your back. You would never close out some sort of chapter or something that was sort of energetically attached to you in some way, or you to it. And now you're seeing not the case. Not only are you working through it and breaking away from those nightmares, but you are accepting what is being cosmically gifted to you even, okay? I feel, Cancer, like you're accepting even of the fact that you didn't do necessarily anything to deserve this, at least not all of it, right? Look, Cancer, right? Look, sometimes shit happens, okay? And also, Cancer, I feel like you're coming to a place where you're looking at your life so much more open-minded. And then this could be even just a byproduct of so much happening so fast, right? But it feels very much to me like what there may have been a sort of blame game, titter tatter, teeter totter. I'm seeing this tug of war, sort of childlike energy coming through, and it's like, well, it's just not funny anymore. It's like, it's not a fun game anymore, because no one really wins in that space. There's no one really to blame, Cancer. And I really feel like you're on this level where you don't feel the need to place blame anymore, because what's that been doing for you? Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. And you know that. You see that. Also, if there's some sort of sadness that you needed to feel, I feel as though you're allowing yourself to experience that and build back up from that space as well. This is your independence. And this is becoming more solid in the way that you believe. There was some wishy-washy energy in the past, Cancer. Something that didn't fit, maybe sort of an injustice that you felt was done to you or you did to someone else. And it wasn't easy, but you're clearing that now. You're clearing that. You're so much, I want to say, stronger than you've ever been. Also calm. There is this weird level of calmness, almost scary, right? Almost scary level of calmness. And that can only come from source. Let me tell you that, because when everything is this chaotic and there's so much going on, people don't just, unless they're just an absolute psychopath, they don't just get calm like this in this space. That is a level of calm that comes from source. Call it whatever you want, okay? God, Allah, Buddha, universe, creator, whatever you want to call it whatever you want to call it. This level of calm comes from a divine intervention in spirit. And Cancer, I'm seeing you turn over the reins to even your higher self as well. There's been a lot of things taken away from you, a lot of things that you've had to leave behind. I feel like it's not been easy, but a lot of it's been for the best. Okay, a lot of it's been for the best. These things were leaving you feeling insecure and less than in the past. You felt, I'm feeling a lot of insecurity here in the past, and I don't feel like you're in that energy anymore. Okay, you've taken a break and you've decided how you're going to sever yourself, sever the ties energetically also, maybe, of these things. You've found love again, Cancer. If you haven't found love again, you're in the midst of finding love. Cancer, this is not even necessarily with another person. In fact, I would argue that for most of you, it is not with another person. You likely, Cancer, already know who you love. This is not a question, okay? This is more about loving yourself, Cancer. So much more about loving yourself, and even a deeper understanding of yourself and the psychology behind that. What a beautiful reading for you, Cancer. Yes, I love this for you, and I love you. And let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this reading, and I'll see you next time.